What's up? So I just finished watching Night of Champions like earlier this month. I just finished watching this year's Night of Champions like in full on YouTube just now. And I'm gonna do a review of it, and hopefully it won't be as short as my last one. Oh, by the way, this is second take. There weren't really any problems recording the first one. It was just, but for some reason, my laptop wouldn't let me convert the video onto my hard drive, so I can be able to put it on YouTube for some fucked up reason. So, second take, and hopefully it will. And hopefully my laptop will be able to receive this video and let me put through into its fucking hard drive. Anyway, oh, and by the way, you might not see this, but I'm wearing a Haters Love Me t-shirt. Be Miz. Haters love me, 'cause I'm awesome. Anyway, sorry about that. I love this t-shirt. I only just got it recently. Anyway, on to Night of Champions. I watched every single match except the kickoff, because number one, I didn't really bother despite the fact it had the Real Americans. However, I did see the ending. Primetime Players defeated the Usos, 3MB, Tons of Funk, and the Real Americans, and to face the Shield later on in the night for the Tag Team Championship. Like I just said moments ago, I didn't watch this match. I just happened to see the ending while I was watching the pay-per-view. And basically what happened was Jack Swagger had Darren Young in the Patriot Lock, and Darren Young reversed it, and he picked up Jack Swagger for the what you call that, double knee gutbuster, his finisher, and he pinned Swagger for the win. If you've watched my predictions video of Night of Champions, you probably would already know that I was rooting for the Real Americans. So the fact that the Real Americans did not win, all I have to say is this. Say it, Booker. Exactly. That's how I feel about the Real Americans not winning. As for this match, I'm not going to give it a rating because I actually didn't see this match. I only saw the ending. So, there you have it. Next up, we had Curtis Axel defeated Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental Championship. All I gotta say was the match was eh. It had some spots like that Kofi Kingston crossbody off this. Like what happened? There was this one point in the match where Kofi and Axel were on the outside, and Axel tried to Irish whip Kofi into the steel steps. However, Kofi managed to jump on the steel steps and then climb to the top turnbuckle and then perform a crossbody onto Axel to the outside. If you've watched that Champions, you know what I'm talking about. That moment was awesome. And not to mention, I like you know how Curtis Axel is mainly supposed to be this based on like ground based. Well, it's nice to see that he's able to do some aerial moves as well, and I don't know why, but I think Curtis Axel is kind of growing on me. But before even that match got started, we had the game, Triple H coming out and explaining that Randy Orton, within the first 5 minutes, explained that Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan will be a no interference match. The moment he saw this, I got pissed. I was like, oh fuck off, that's already strike one for me. Not even 5 minutes, and that's already my strike one with this pay-per-view. Because I wanted Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. I wanted it to be an overblown clusterfuck. I wanted to be interferences, like sides helping Orton, and maybe a few guys, maybe Cody Rhodes even coming back despite the fact he didn't get his job back. Maybe have Cody Rhodes come out anyway and try and screw Orton or some shit like that. And maybe I know. Maybe have Wade Barra go after Bryan. I mean, come on, Wade Barra has unfinished business with Bryan. He's not through with Daniel Bryan. I mean, for fuck's sake, Barrett got his beard shaved off. But no, instead Triple H had to ruin all that by making it no interference. So that's one thing that really pissed me off about this pay-per-view. And next match after the IC title match we had... Oh wait, I just forgot something, the polls, yeah. WWE, this is a message for you. From now on, at every Night of Champions pay-per-view, put these polls up because I actually enjoyed them. So first off, I'm gonna go with the polls for the Intercontinental Championship. Who was the best? We had Pat Patterson, Pat Patterson. Who else? I'm trying to think now. So we had Pat Patterson, Mr. Perfect, Chris Jericho, and I do not remember who else. Yeah, but there was like 5 of them. I only remember Chris Jericho, Pat Patterson, and Mr. Perfect. And the winner of that poll is, for the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, is none other than breaking the walls down, Chris Jericho! A record of 9-time Intercontinental Championship reigns. Also, another thing that really pissed me off about this pay-per-view is Michael Cole kept getting Jericho's title reigns wrong. He kept saying he wanted it 8 times. I mean, well, fuck you, Cole, you idiot. You know full well he's won it 9 times. It wasn't until later in the pay-per-view that he finally got that right. What? Anyway, Curtis Axel defeats Kofi Kingston and Chris Jericho is voted the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Great for him. Next up, we have AJ Lee defeated... Oh shit, I forgot to rate the match. The IC title match. Bullshit. Note to self. Don't forget to rate matches before moving on to the next one. Anyway, IC title match, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. I mean, it had some cool moments like that Kofi crossbodying the outside thing I just mentioned. But aside from that, the match was kind of slow, boring, and a bit mundane. But it was not like god awful, but not something I would watch again. Well, I would probably just watch Kofi do that crossbody off to Axel on the outside because that was actually fucking epic. Anyway, so there's my rating for the match. 3 out of 10. Not a god awful match, but really nothing special. Moving on. AJ Lee defeated Natalya, Brie Bella, and Naomi to retain the Divas Championship in a fatal 4-way. Now before we got that started, we have the poll for the greatest WWE Divas / Women's Champions of all time, consisting of Michelle McCool, Trish Stratus, Lita, and 2 bitches nobody cares about anymore, Wendy Richter and the Fabulous Moolah. Why the fuck those 2 were in the poll, I have no fucking clue. Anyway, and the winner of that poll was Trish Stratus with 50 or 60 something votes, while second place came Lita. I would have preferred it if Lita won the vote, but hey, but then again, I kind of predicted Trish Stratus would win, so doesn't matter. As long as it was either one of them 2 or Michelle McCool. As long as it wasn't like Wendy Richter or the Fabulous Moolah, I was happy, because if one of those 2 won it, I would be pissed off my mind, I tell you. Anyway, back to the Divas match. Typical Divas standard match. Didn't give 2 fucks. Natalya was in it, that's good, but she lost, so I don't give a fuck. The match itself was not, again, it was not horrible, but it wasn't really good either. I mean, the Divas ganging up on AJ at the beginning was quite okay to watch, I guess, because even the Divas have legitimate grievances with AJ now. But anyway, didn't really give 2 fucks for this match. It was not like it wasn't like the IC title match. Like it was a bit like the IC title match. No, it wasn't like god awful, but not something I would watch again. Yeah, for some reason, I'm gonna give this one a 2. And someone decides to interrupt. Wait. Sorry about that. Someone trying to come in my room. Anyway. What was I going to say again? Yes. Again, the Divas match was not like horrible, but not something I would watch again. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. That's only because the Divas match didn't really have any spots like the IC title match did. I mean, I guess one spot will be Natalya doing the double sharpshooter on both Brie and Naomi, but that's about it. Whereas the IC title match had like 2 or 3 spots, whereas this one only had 1. It was still fun to watch Natalya doing the double sharpshooter. It was awesome till AJ had to break it up and then apply the black widow on Natalya, and she eventually tapped out, and therefore AJ retains. I didn't actually care who won. I mean, I wanted Natalya to win. I wouldn't mind if AJ retained. If Brie or Naomi won the title, I would have been pretty pissed off, but thank God that didn't happen. And like I said, I'm giving this match a 2. And I've got nothing else to say, so next match, Rob Van Dam defeated Alberto Del Rio. So, I mispronounce a lot of shit, don't I? Rob Van Dam, with Ricardo Rodriguez in his corner, defeated Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship, but via DQ. Which, if you can't already tell, I'm already fucking pissed off about it. I'm not saying like the match was horrible or anything like that. It was actually quite good. I'm just pissed RVD didn't. I mean, I'm happy that RVD won, but I'm pissed that he won it by DQ. The match was actually quite good. Lots of back and forth offense and lots of like aerial kicks from both men, from both Del Rio and RVD. They were both fun to watch. Despite the fact I don't like Del Rio, but sometimes I have fun watching him. He's not like god awful in the ring. I just don't like him. As for this match, I'm gonna give this match a 5 or a 6. I'm gonna give this a 6.1. Sorry if I keep pausing now and again, because that's just me. I pause a lot when I do these kind of reviews on my own. So, awkward silence. Anyway, so RVD wins, but Del Rio still keeps the title. Now you're wondering how did Del Rio lose via disqualification? Well, Del Rio applied a cross arm breaker on Rob Van Dam, and RVD got to the ropes, and Del Rio basically refused to let go until 5, so ref had no choice but to disqualify him. And then Del Rio would then proceed to be even more of a douchebag than he already is and grab a chair and attack Rob Van Dam with it, but Ricardo Rodriguez somehow managed to save RVD's ass despite Ricardo having one of his arms in a fucking sling. And RVD DDT'd Del Rio, and then he set him up in the corner, and he basically put Del Rio in the corner, like seated on the corner, and get this, he didn't put the chair in front of his face. You know, when the camera was on RVD climbing the turnbuckle, and then when it zoomed back to the ring showing both of them, I already saw like Del Rio had a chair in front of his face, and I was like, what? How the fuck did that happen? 1 moment ago Del Rio, the chair was like 5 or 8 feet away from Del Rio, And then next thing I know, he's having the chair in front of his face. How the fuck did that happen? Why do I always get interrupted? Anyway. And RVD went for Shane McMahon's signature coast to coast. Or ish, kind of coast. It was kind of a coast to coast, except with a steel chair instead of a garbage can on Del Rio's face. Anyway, good match. Not the best, but really good. I'm just pissed RVD didn't win the title, but whatever. I can have a rematch of Battleground anyway, so looking forward to that. Anyway, what came after? I think up next came the. Hold on, I'm trying to think now. I think up next came the Curtis Axel, Paul Heyman, CM Punk match. And boy oh boy, I think that was probably my favourite match of the night. It basically started off with Punk and Axel with kendo sticks and they took turns and beat the shit out of each other. Like Punk dominated for a bit and Axel dominated for a bit. Until finally CM Punk managed to go to sleep on Axel and then make him submit to the Anaconda Vice. Therefore making Axel tap out like a bitch and leaving Heyman all to himself. And boy oh boy, oh my god, did I enjoy Punk's beating of Heyman. I was feeling as if Christmas had come early or something, I don't know. Until thanks to that humongous, big, giant Goldberg wannabe steroid machine Ryback coming in to ruin the party because he's jealous CM Punk's better than him. Just because he fucking is. Because it's CM Punk and he's a boss. Anyway, so basically I mispronounced a lot of shit, that's fucking annoying. Anyway, Punk chased Heyman around the arena for a bit, then he started beating the shit out of him with the kendo stick, and then he handcuffed him, and then he beat the shit out of him with the stick even more, and was about to land one right in his fucking face before Ryback turned up, grabbed Punk and drove him through the table in a corner that was originally set up by Axel. And I was pissed off. I was like, oh fuck you, Ryback. And don't even get me wrong, I've already grown bored of this bastard even before this. I've grown bored of him since WrestleMania with Mark Henry. That's when I've been getting. I was like, oh fuck this, Ryback's just not worth it anymore. I can't believe I used to be a fan of this douchebag. Anyway, Ryback would then put Punk through the table, causing Punk's back to have a huge gash on it and bleed a lot while he was at it. And then he put Paul Heyman on top of Punk and 1, 2, 3. Dun dun dun. Here's your winner, Paul Heyman. Exactly. That's how I felt about this match. About the ending of this match. I mean, come on. Paul Heyman pinned CM Punk. Can he get any more rabid than that? No. I know he didn't really. I know Heyman didn't actually beat Punk legit. I mean, come on. If it wasn't for Ryback, Heyman would probably be dead by now or something. But anyway, this match was really good. Anyway, great, best match of the night. Fuck you, Ryback, for ruining it. I'm gonna give this match a 7.9 out of 10. I was originally gonna give it an 8.5 or something, but fuck you, Ryback. Seriously. Ryback's interference is just what ruined this match for me. I was gonna give it like 8.5, but instead I now have to give it like a 7.9 or something, because thanks to that humongous Goldberg wannabe. Anyway, next match. fuck am I even talking about? Next match, Dean Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler to retain the ECW United States Championship. I was actually quite disappointed with this match, really. It was it was a bit slow. I mean, sure, Ambrose mocking Ziggler's perfection thing in the beginning was fun to watch. And as much as Ziggler's like sit out face boss off the top rope was fucking amazing, that wasn't enough to make me give this match a high rating. I actually didn't enjoy this match at all. Not really. I mean, sure, the US title, my favorite title, the US title was on the line, and I have two of my favorite superstars fighting for it, Ambrose, Ziggler, but even that wasn't. I'm gonna give this match a 4 out of 10. I wouldn't have given it lower, but the fact that it was the US title on the line and two of my favorite superstars kind of made me give this match a better rating than it really should get, because I'm way too generous. Anyway. Not a horrible match, but I was pretty disappointed in it. Next match, The Miz defeated Fandango via the figure 4 leg lock submission hold. Next match! Not really. But this one was like why the fuck did this match even have to happen? I mean, come on, there was no title on the line. And it was sure as hell not needed in on Night of Champions. On Night of Champions of all pay-per-views. Let alone as a fucking filler. Might as well have had that as one of the two kickoffs. The other one being the tag team title match. Anyway, I'm giving this match a 2.2. I actually sorta enjoyed this match better than the Divas one. And that's only because of one moment. Miz going for a jumping axe handle onto Fandango into the outside, and Fandango blocking him in the midsection with a knee. That was the only thing that made this match not god awful for me. That just this one moment. And apart from that, the match was kind of boring. Didn't enjoy it at all. I mean, sure, Fandango doing his leg drop off the top rope thing on the Miz while he was stuck in the middle of the ropes was okay, and that axe handle block thing I just mentioned, those were fun. Those were not enough to make me enjoy the match. It was not like, Miz got blocked by mid-air from a axe handle by Fandango. I enjoyed this match because of that. 10 out of 10. No, just fucking no. Anyway, Miz wins via figure 4 leg lock, and I'm sure Fandango is probably not going to be able to dance for at least a few days. I hope. Anyway, next match. We have The Shield defeated the Primetime Players to retain the Tag Team Championship. Not a bad match. I think this is probably my most middle-rated match of the evening. I'm giving this one a 5. I'm giving it a 5. The match was quite good. It was mostly Primetime Players dominating, which at first I was against Primetime Players dominating the Shield. I mean, come on, it's the Shield for fuck's sake. But on the other hand, having them dominate the Shield through most of the match would make them look really strong, and make people believe that he might actually have a chance of winning it. I think it was like when Titus O'Neil did this power move thing on Rollins, or was it Darren Young? I don't remember. But when one of the Primetime Players hit Seth Rollins with power move and was pinning him, I thought the Primetime Players had it. Until Roman Reigns broke it up. Who I wanted to win this match, I really couldn't give less of a fuck. I mean, come on, the real Americans did not win. Another awkward silence moment. Heh. So yeah, not a bad match. 5 out of 10. Shield retained. Nothing more to say. Before I get to the WWE Championship match, I would just like to quickly announce the broadcast panel thing at each pay-per-view, you know, the one that they have. For this one, it was Booker T. Oh shit, I forgot to mention the poll for the greatest World Heavyweight Champion and US Champion. Fuck me! Anyway, the poll for the greatest World Champion was Booker T, Edge, Ric Flair, Batista, and The Undertaker. And the winner of that was, surprisingly, Booker T. I was like, what the fuck? How was Booker T that great of a champion? And then I was like, last I checked, the greatest champion was Edge. And as for the US title poll, it was Sting, Sergeant Slaughter, Harley Race, something Brazil, I can't remember what the worst fucking first name was, and some other bloke that probably no one cares about. Oh, I remember the other guy from the last guy from the IC title poll, Honky Tonk Man. Can't believe I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing him up this late, but whatever. And the winner of the US title poll, Sting. Didn't give less of a fuck. And I got those out of the way. Now it's time to move on to the tag team poll. The tag team poll, we had DX, the Hart Foundation, the Legion of Doom, or Road Warriors, whatever, I don't give a fuck, call it whatever you want, and the Wild Samoans, the British Bulldogs, and the Hart Foundation. And when the winners of that were none other than DX. Now let's move on to the main event, the WWE Championship match. Daniel Bryan defeated Randy Orton after even less than a month reign to win the WWE Championship. That's what I think. Now you Daniel Bryan marks out there might be going, Daniel Bryan deserves to win a title because he's the best in the world. He's not, okay? He's not the best. Now, I'm not saying Daniel Bryan sucks or anything like that, okay? I'm not saying oh, Daniel Bryan sucks, John Cena's better than him, because he's goddamn not. But he's not the best in the world either. It honestly annoys me to the no end how some people talk about him and the push he's been getting as of late. I mean, come on, have Wade Barrett dropped to him numerous times on Raw and SmackDown. Come on. That just annoys me to no end. And besides, what has Daniel Bryan done to deserve this kind of a push and people treat him like he's God? What has he done? Oh, he's beaten John Cena to win the WWE title. Who can't nowadays? Well, I did back Bryan at SummerSlam because you know me, I fucking hate Cena. But I think he's getting overpopular even before that. No, actually, that's when he started to become overrated. It was after SummerSlam when he won the damn title. It was that when he started to become overrated. Now I'm not a Cena fan, I'm actually a Cena hater, but it also annoys me to the no end how Daniel Bryan's been treated since then by both fans and WWE and Vince McMahon. It was like, oh my god. They were making Daniel Bryan be this ultimate underdog thing, and I really fucking hate that. I hate it when anybody is made like this kind of ultimate underdog face-ish character. It just gives me more of a reason to back the heel even more. It's just And besides, have Wade Barrett dropped to Bryan numerous times. It's just, oh my god. It even pains me talking about this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the panel thing. Remember I was on that pay-per-view panel thing with Alex Riley, Booker T, Josh Matthews and Santino Marella. There, I said, I don't know why I even brought that up in the first place, but before I get to the championship match, we have the WWE Championship poll on who's the greatest WWE champion of all time. We have Triple H, CM Punk, John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Hulk Hogan. Now I backed Punk. Because as much as I like Austin, I think Punk was a better champion because pretty much had a longer reign. And I'm not a Triple H fan, and I fucking hate Cena, and I fucking despise Hulk Hogan. A rant about Hulk Hogan will be coming to you soon. Don't know when, don't know how, but it will be coming. I'm telling you. And who was the winner of the poll? Hulk Hogan. Why? Just because he held the title for 14 something years or something? Dude, Punk had a 1-year reign, and that year alone was better than Hulk Hogan's 14-year reign and John Cena's 11-time reigns. That one long year was better than every single one of these other guys combined. And Hulk Hogan, why did the fans have to vote for you to be the greatest WWE champion? Because you know full well you're goddamn not. And this is what I have to say about Hulk Hogan winning the fucking WWE Championship poll result.
You're not funny and nobody likes you.
Well said, Punk. But anyway, on to the main event. Bryan defeated Orton to win the WWE Championship. Ugh. This match was actually quite good. I like how it was quite good back and forth offense. Daniel Bryan going for usual high flying technical jumpy kind of maneuvers, Orton going for this slow torture you to the day you die kind of wrestling style that he has. Oh, it's 11 in the fucking evening. And the ending. Oh my god, the ending. This is what pissed me off to no end about this match. If you've seen that match, remember, you know how the referee, when Paul Orton was pinning Bryan, every time Orton was pinning Bryan, the ref would have a normal count like this. 1, 2, 3. He didn't get a 3 because Bryan won. But here's the thing. When Bryan pinned Orton after his running knee thing, off the kick and the backslide, the ref Scott Armstrong was like this. 1, 2, 3. I feel that was really bullshit. Come on, Scott Armstrong deliberately did a fast count just in favour of Daniel Bryan. What kind of bullshit is that? There you have it. As for this match, I'm gonna give it a 7.7. I don't even know what to give this match. Cause I mean, while it was a great match, I still don't think it passed. It was as good as Punk versus Axel and Heyman, despite the bullshit ending. I don't even know what to say about this match. I mean, I liked it. It was good. I was just so annoyed that Daniel Bryan had to win the title again. And Orton didn't even have a month's reign. And people are gonna be like, oh, Daniel Bryan is not to win because he's the best. He's goddamn not. Deal with it. And I'm sorry if I didn't really talk about this match an awful lot. in most of it, I've already forgotten most of the match already, despite the fact that I've only just finished Night of Champions a few minutes ago prior to making this video. Don't know why I did that, but... Oh yeah, one bit in the match that I liked was when Daniel Bryan was diving through the ropes onto Orton from the outside. He managed to hit it twice, but on the third time Orton was like, I know what you're doing this time, and then he hit a right hand to to Bryan, knocking him, basically stopping him from jumping on him to the outside for a third time. And another bit I really liked on the match was the spike DDT Orton normally does in the ring, but he did it on the outside of the apron. That was fucking amazing. One thing that bothered me about this match, despite the apart from the ending, one, no punt kick, and two, the fact that it was no interference. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I wanted this to be an overblown clusterfuck. I wanted interferences from everywhere. Big Show, Miz, The Shield, the McMahons, hell, even have Shane come back for something, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, Big Show, McMahons, Shield, Miz, hell, even have Cody, despite the fact he's still fired. Wade Barrett. But no, all that got taken away within less than 5 minutes of the opening show. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My overall thoughts on this pay-per-view, not bad, but it really could have been a lot better. I'm giving this pay-per-view a 6. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this review. And holy shit, it's actually gone 36 minutes long. Oh my god. So yeah, this is Mike here without my buddy Marth for whatever reason. This is Mike here, signing off. Ciao.